I am a human, and I can do plenty of things.
And I'm seeing through the world. Load these chunks. It's cheating. Alright, so last time I had some problems with my sound. If you listened to it, you were might have been as humiliated as or you might have seen how humiliated I was by that, but that's alright. I was just too excited to record. So I saw something afterwards that I thought I should maybe explain a little bit, which is all this goofy armor. It's mostly just stuff left over from a mob grinder that I had. I had an XP grinder, to be specific. Zombies. And they were dying, and they were dropping all kinds of good stuff. And I'll put that in my face. So I got tons of armor from them. I've used a bunch of it up. I got a few things that I managed to repair or whatnot, and so I'm wearing it. I'm wearing it out. It's not very good. It's only giving me half the armor down here, but it's got, you know, protection. A couple things of protection on it. Some fire protection. That's always good. And but this one, actually my legs broke while I was fighting those cave spiders last time.
Player needs the beverage.
And my chest plate's almost gone. Got 6 hits left, maybe, probably fewer. And so I grabbed another one that's almost gone. But we won't be fighting this time. I'm going to do a little bit of design, because that's what I like to do the best. I'm just starting this garden out here. I'm going to be thinking on my feet a little bit. I don't really have a plan yet. So I just know that I got these Botania mystical light blue flowers, and I want to plant a few more of those. So I got some light blue petals. I was also watching my last video. That's not what I want. I want those there. I was also watching my last video and seeing that the camera is all over the place. I'm not even sure I need that water bucket today, but that's alright. My camera is all over the place, and I think that's just because I'm still getting used to having an audience. So, it's dark already. Alright, let's go sleep. And you can kind of see my house a little bit. It's under-furnished. It's alright, I got a good deal on it. For some reason I felt like I needed to be quiet while I was falling asleep. Alright, so it's daytime again. I'm going downstairs to get some bone meal. We're going to grow those petals into real flowers. And so yeah, you can kind of see my place. See what I've been doing in this Feed the Beast mod pack, Infinity mod pack. I got some chisel stuff going on. I got some micro blocks, as you can see, on the ceilings, making this kind of a Tudor inspired, not two doors, Tudor, look it up. Tudor inspired interior. Exterior is mostly just kind of this garden, sort of modern or rather contemporary sort of design with the large glass and very geometric, just kind of rectangles and stuff. But on top is this giant garden with little ponds and stuff that I made conveniently fall over the edges. Inspired by Falling Water by Frank Lloyd Wright. So you should look it up. I'm sure you've heard of it, but if you haven't, take a look. I think you'll be pleased with the ideas. Let me know what you think. Drop some comments. I'll take you around sometime, but not today. Today we're going to try to do some gardening, and by gardening I mean this nice kind of garden here. I already did all the sizing. You can look in. Let's zoom into Journey Map real quick. Too far. I've got these kind of symmetrical layouts here in this hill. Actually, does my cursor show up? I don't know. I'm pointing to stuff. I've got this symmetrical layout, kind of oval things. I think those are going to be a nice kind of step pattern for the garden, but we can always destroy it later if we need to. We want to iterate a few times, figure out what's going to work. I collected. I had a bunch of stuff growing out here. It was all just very random. It looked kind of like this stuff, like the vines and the random plants and stuff around here. So you can kind of get an idea for what that used to look like. Mostly just plants everywhere. Lots of grasses. I had just done the bone meal thing a million times. And I got really tired of it. It was really messy. I wanted something that was a little bit better to look at. And so I came through here with some shears and just wrecked it. I took it all out. The bone meal stuff doesn't do. Let me do it first. Yeah, it doesn't do anything special to the Feed the Beast mod pack. Well, except when you get seeds out of the grass, which I do not want because they do not grow well. So the bone meal on the grass doesn't do anything special. It just we don't have any of those. Oh yeah, here they are. Come back. It just grows the vanilla grass and those vanilla flowers. But so I came through here with these shears and I tore everything up, and I decided I was going to make it a little bit more intentional. It's centered around the Botania mod pack. So we got these flowers. That's actually Biomes of Plenty, the flowering vines. I'm looking at my what am I looking at up there in the top? I can point to it all day long, but you guys don't see my fingers, but that's fine. So the flowering vines, what am I looking at the top? Tells me it's from Biomes of Plenty. But the Pure Daisies, the central thing in the Botania mod pack, and the way that works is with wood and smooth stone. You put them on this pattern here. I've got this decked out in the vanilla diorite, but then I chisel it with the chisel mod. You put it in a circle pattern and it changes it to living rock and living wood if you do rock, specifically smooth stone, or wood after that. It's pretty neat. I'm just starting to get into it, so I don't really know what I'm doing yet with Botania, but nevertheless the garden is themed with that because there's just trees and all kinds of stuff. So, and it centers around this thing, well, besides the I climbed the vines a little bit. Besides the Pure Daisy, it also centers around this petal apothecary, which you throw. It's nice. You don't actually have an interface in Botania. It's all very much interacting with the real world. Well, the Minecraft world. And so you throw seeds at this thing, and then you throw some vanilla seeds, or sorry, petals. You throw the petals in it, and then you throw the vanilla seeds in it, and it makes stuff. So you can make a daisy, and then you can make these flowers and stuff like that. So, but right now, I'm not actually going to do much with that. I just wanted to do some gardening. So I got tons of grass. I've got the textile gardens from Harvest Craft, which are pretty good to look at. The stalk gardens, herb gardens, berry gardens. Berry gardens are nice. That's what we found in the cave earlier. And the tropical gardens. So those, when you break them, they just give you different fruits. But the gardens themselves spread. They've kind of spread across the land as you plant them. They won't totally take over, but they spread kind of like vines spread down, you know, block to block. But they're actually kind of good to look at by themselves before you break them. So the berry ones are my favorite, I think, just because they've got some color to them. And if you have, I don't need my fortune pick today, that's for sure. If you just right-click them, they come up without breaking. If you break them, they'll give you berries and stuff, which you can check out some other time. So, for lack of a better idea, I think I'm just going to start with, I'm going to go get some more of these leaves blocks, and then we'll start making some shapes. I built a couple mahogany trees, and then cut those with the shears. I cut the leaves off of that because I thought the mahogany ones would look the best for this little garden. They've got this pretty thick texture, but it's actually sort of repetitive as well. It's not quite as random as the leaf texture. So I feel like it kind of looks a little bit more like it's an intentional sort of bush. Right now we've got this sort of plus pattern that you can see going south here, and the flowers in the middle. And so what I want to do is I want to emphasize the walkways, which is what I've done with this, and so I'll just keep up this pattern. And we'll leave little gaps in between. You might fill those in later with some other things. These things, you probably saw these, forgot to point these out, from Project Red. Used to be Red Power. So an illumination add-on. Get some lanterns. These are actually casting light. We can look at, I just hit F7 to turn on the overlay that we were looking at yesterday when we were in a cave. If I broke this, it would show the same thing. Those are actually providing light right now. However, they're really ugly. They're just like brown. So I'll be doing something else. I'll probably dig up these leaves, these vines too. But anyway, one thing at a time. hard to do when you're talking and trying to explain things. But let's see. So you just want to keep up this pattern here of emphasizing this geometry, thinking about, like, you know, the Versailles gardens and things like that. So let's plop these berry bushes down here and see how we feel about that. We've got a little bit more space to work with because this walkway is really big, but we don't need a lot of space here. I have my FOV set to 67. I've been playing with this a little bit recently. 65 feels pretty good to me. Doesn't seem like it's warping too much around the edges. The default up here is at 70. I don't know if you played with this much. I don't see anybody experimenting with this. But as I just kind of like scroll around here, let me do the, oops, cinematic camera. Where is that? Set F what? Nope, I already tried that one. Nope. There it is, F10. Alright, so as you do the cinematic camera, and you see how much warping there is around the edges of the screen, like if you look at that house over there. And so that got a little that bug started bugging me a lot. So I went back down to 65. The problem is that starts to zoom you in a lot, and you lose a lot of your kind of peripheral vision in the game. So this doesn't warp quite as much, but I had 67. I felt like was a decent compromise. Maybe you can't tell the difference, but I definitely can. I felt it makes everything feel a little bit more claustrophobic, but as you start to lower your field of view, this is supposed to be like a square meter, and it starts feeling like it's a little bit bigger. You see people run around their houses with their FOV up here, and it's like, well, no wonder you feel like you need to build your house like 5 blocks, or your ceiling's like 5 or 6 blocks tall, and that's like 15 feet or 18 feet. So, because if you're zoomed out like this, you know, you're looking at this block within reach, and yeah, it doesn't feel like it's a whole square yard or square meter. So anyway, so let me put that back because that's bugging me. Alright, so we'll roll with this for a little while, see how we feel. But yeah, you can see how this looks much bigger when you're closer to it. So, and we'll do the same thing. Let me get these shears out. I'm gonna have to go get some more shears. Starting to spread around the side of the blocks. Let's get rid of these while we're at it. Probably use these somewhere else. I have this chest over here. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to hide it somewhere. Oh, speaking of hiding, I have, this is actually a transparent block, so I've actually got a torch down there, because I could not figure out how to put a torch here without it uglying up the place. So, until I get a good solution for that, it's going to be down there. And it's nighttime. I actually have this whole place all lit up with torches, like as far as the eye can see. So, and done with the with that F7 key from Not Enough Items On. I love that thing, as you saw. So I actually know that no hostile mobs are going to spawn, but I can't really see very well in the nighttime. So we're going to run inside and take a little sleep. Buttons. Leave my doors open for all of my uninvited guests. The only thing that spawns around here is an Eldritch Guardian. I think that's what it's called. There's a... I'll show you real quick. There's a... what's it called? Obelisk or something like that behind my house. They spawn in all light levels, and it gets all foggy and stuff. It's a pretty cool effect. I fought them a couple of times. Yep, there's one right now.
Fireball, fireball.
I don't even see him, actually. Holy cow. I'm almost dead. Did I get a withering effect or something? Alright, well cool that you could see this. I don't even see him.
Range attack.
Pew, pew, pew.
I attack the darkness.
I can't believe I was just talking about that, and it happened. What's confusing is I feel like those bullets or whatever were actually coming from that, even though the mob is clearly not here. He is hard to see, but Man, it's like he's gone. I couldn't have despawned that easily. I was not that far away. So it's gonna get all foggy again if he's around the corner. But yeah, so he actually just kind of wanders down here sometimes, but he can spawn at all light levels. It's pretty terrifying. He's pretty hard, but I have beaten him a couple of times. It's just kind of a neat little mini boss. He's not gotten all the way up into the house. He has been in the basement though, with, near those mine tracks. I think we just went in for a sleep. I don't think I need to pick up anything. But I guess he despawned. I don't think I killed him. Let's go around here.
Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky.
Very strange. I don't know what happened. Maybe I did kill him. I did shoot him with a ton of arrows, but I didn't. I mean, I feel like he shot me last, so that tells me he's still alive somewhere, but I guess not. Anyway, yeah, Eldritch Obelisk, and that thing spawns here, and it gets all foggy and stuff, and then I die a bunch, but every once in a while I'll kill him. I don't think I've gotten any really awesome drops from him, but you can also see a little bit of my garden. It kind of, yeah, you can see how these things spread. They just go everywhere. I don't really have any stairs because it's not really meant to be traversed, considering it's a sheer cliff on the other side, but I got some farmland up here just as I was getting used to Pam's Harvestcraft. I just planted a bunch of stuff up here just to get it kind of out of my inventory, but also just kind of use it for things. But I actually have a farm for all this stuff elsewhere anyway. But yeah, just covered, just so it looks, so that you can kind of like see something from every angle when you're down below. And then of course it's got the waterfalls, which is fun. That's kind of how the whole thing started. Was it's like, hey, waterfalls, but then that would be fun. You know, I'll have water coming off the roof into these lakes below. And then I was like, well, if there's going to be water, then there ought to be plants, right? So, and that's what happened. Spent a couple days on that. It was a lot of fun. All right, back to this. Unless we get ambushed. No, it's really not likely to happen. Seeing as how it's not foggy or anything anymore. So we were doing the berry bushes. And it'd be neat if they were kind of here too. What I'm gonna have to figure out is, what do you do about these corners? And by you, I mean me. What do I do about these corners? Because these corners, the blocks are so big. I don't want to put micro blocks here though. I'd rather like cover them up with these leaves. I don't know, but we could try this for now. It's actually not too bad. I'm just trying stuff. I don't like how it's kind of hiding this, but we got plenty of those. We could do more of those. In which case, it kind of makes sense if this were to, whoops, follow me down the hill there. That's kind of neat. Kind of makes a little section. I'm out of berry bushes. What did I added one more over here. Where was it? Oh, I went all the way around. There. So I need one more berry bush there. Let me go find one. Should be one around here on the ground. There's one. Now if I take from the middle here, it'll repopulate. Get my sprint on. Cool. And we'll figure out a better light thing for this, but right now I'd need the torch. I need this to be well lit. And good, I've got all 5 there, and all 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need something to put in here. And I need another layer of another smaller flower to put on the edge there, I think. Let me put this blue petal down. I don't need it anymore. There it is. And the bone meal. Get over here and get some flowers or something from here. I can't sort by size, but this is the sort of thing I was thinking about. This anemone or the violet. I hope that's how you say that. I am not a flower person. And we'll put the vines away. We could also just put some basic grass in there, or some berry bushes. But these are full. No, actually, but that's not a bad idea. We should put those somewhere. The berry bushes are full-size blocks, like the leaf blocks, so they take up a lot of space. So I want something smaller. It's not that. Oops, threw my dirt. Throwing stuff. This is one of the other gardens. It wasn't in the original list. It's pretty ugly though. It's not my favorite one. The ground garden gives you like squash or something. Oh, this one's not bad though. Just green. Nah, but it's too tall for this spot. I want something short here. Just a couple right clicks. Actually, I don't want to test it because I only have a few of those. Although I do have more in my farm in the basement. But I think you can't even use shears on those things because I think it still breaks them. What we need is we need to figure out how to make more of like these guys. Oh, that's a vanilla one. So we got dandelions. We got these violets. These are all. Oh, that's Botania. These are biomes of plenty though. Purple flowers. Those are pretty small. Let's try. We can try those. We can take a look. See what we feel. Oh, the herb garden might work too. Other than that, and this, we'll eventually have to get a place for that. Let me go drop this other stuff off. Throw my pick up here next to my other pickaxe, my other work one, and I got a lot of buckets going on. I came back and kind of suited up, intending to go back down into the cave, but I decided that I wanted to just do some design for a while before. Oh yeah, torches too. Do some design for a while. It's a little bit less intense. I was actually wasn't too scared by anything. Scared is a strong word. I wasn't too startled, slightly, by anything in the cave. It's just a matter of getting some variety in the play style. And this, like I said, is what I enjoy doing most. It's the design sort of things. I'd like it better if they weren't randomly placed like that. I never noticed that before. It looks like it's... Is that going to give me the flower? Yeah. So it looks like I could try a couple times, but let's see what the other ones look like first. I only have one of these, but we can go find some more. That's nice.
Ooh. Ah.
And you know it's a Botania flower when it has the those little shimmers coming off of it. Also, they're all the mystical ones, but yeah, I think I like the yellow ones. I think we're gonna have to figure out how to get yellow ones, and then we'll put them in the center there. We'll find some other use for the violet and the anemone. Where'd it go? White anemone. But let's just check out the herb garden real quick. Yeah, those are too big. I can see that already. I want something small that kind of is inviting me up to the daisy. All right, so we need to find mystical yellow flowers. We probably have a few of them in my garden house around here somewhere, but we will have to figure out how to make more. So I'm gonna have to look that up. And it's nighttime. So, oh, here's a few. It's nighttime, so I'm going to run in the house, look that up, and we'll play a little bit more later after I learn a little bit more about how to make these flowers. And then I'll tell you all about how to do it so you can do it too. And so, alright, thanks for watching. Leave a like. Bye.